When my wife and I first moved here from Edmonton 5 years ago, we went around the community to really find out what we thought would be the best environment for our kids. And keep in mind, we were coming from Edmonton, private school there. Wasn't necessarily up to the same level as the type of schools that we saw here. We were worried that when we would take our kids and where we would put them into, that they would be a little bit behind the curve. That would take them a little bit of time to catch up, or a long time to catch up. And when we went to interview different schools, we didn't want to just put the kids in Breuer's because the Ghermazian family puts their kids into Breuer's. We wanted to make sure that we found the right school that was going to give the right support needed to be able to help our children grow in the best possible way, both in Yiddishkeit and secular. And so when we went to Breuer's and we met with the teachers, we saw the classrooms, we saw the students, the kids. My wife and I were taken aback a little bit by how warm of an environment it really was. And that's what we liked the most about it. We came from a very small community. We came from Edmonton. The school was very small. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody felt like they were family. And so when we walked the halls of Breuer's, when we talked to the Rabbi, when we met Rabbi Moeller, it was just such a warm feeling we got that they would treat our kids like their own. And it gave us a sense of ease that we could put our kids into the school, and if they are a little bit behind because they came from a different environment, that the school, the yeshiva, the teachers would do everything they could to ensure that our children would not only get caught up fast, but would be able to rise to the top, that would be in the top part of their class and graduate that way. And that's really what happened. And Baruch Hashem, we have a number of kids in the school, each one of them with varying needs. And for me to get phone calls at night from Rebbeim, whether it's in Eitan's class, whether it's Daniel's class, whether the Mora and Eliza's class, just calling to give me a nachas phone call. I mean, the thought of it for me is just, that didn't even happen in Edmonton, and we own the school. But to get that phone call when I'm sitting at home, it's an incredible feeling that he's taking the time out to call me to let me know that my son did something very special in class. And it makes me feel very good that my son's Rebbe is taking that much responsibility and treating my son like it was his own. Look, the Ghermazian family, we've always tried to do our best to be as supportive as we can to Torah institutions. And for obvious reasons, for us, Breuer's is a very, very big part of our lives because all of our children go there. And so we have an obligation, not just in terms of the tuition. If we can afford to give more than the tuition, we give more than the tuition. Breuer's is one of the best schools I've ever seen, my wife has ever seen. We're so impressed with the way our children are going through the school and how they're being raised in the Derech Eretz and their level of both academic and Torah learning. And for us, it's a natural place to want to support and do the best we can to ensure that the school will be there, not just for the Ghermazian family, but for all of the families and the generations that come after us. My wife and I would like to thank the yeshiva for the honor, for being here tonight. But I'd like to say that we think that the honor really needs to be on the entire staff at Breuer's Yeshiva, from Rabbi Moeller all the way down to everybody that has made the yeshiva what the yeshiva is today. We are proud to call ourselves Breuer's parents, and we look forward to supporting the yeshiva now and for many years to come.